Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. In this video, I'm going to be showing you how to replace your CCV filter for a 2013 through 2018 Dodge Ram 2500 with the 6.7 Cummins diesel engine. Please make sure to check out my other Dodge Ram content, and if you find this video helpful in any way, please hit that like button and subscribe. It really helped me out. Okay, so let's get into this. I've already removed the oil filler cap. Now I'm just going to pull out the dipstick because we're going to need to remove this metal piece that covers the EGR in order to access all the bolts that hold on the valve cover and also to remove the valve cover. For this job, you're only going to need a ratchet, an extension, and an 8mm deep well socket. You might also need to use a swivel, which I'll show you later on in the video, to access the rear bolts. But let's start by removing this metal cover in the front. There are 4 bolts holding on this cover, so remove those 4 bolts. And then lift this piece out of the way. Now you'll have access to all 8 bolts holding on the valve cover. I'll just quickly show you where each bolt is located. Now simply remove all 8 bolts holding on the valve cover. I like to use one of these little magnetic trays to hold all my bolts. Every mechanic DIYer should own one of these. You can pick it up relatively cheap at any parts store, or Harbor Freight is where I think I got this one. So far, the new coolant reservoir has been doing great. No low coolant warning light anymore. And the city diesel actuator is still doing great. If you haven't seen that video, make sure to go ahead and check it out. I'll leave a link to it in the description. Now I'm going to use my light and show you these bolts in the very back that you're probably going to need to use a swivel to be able to get them out of there. It's not necessary. I think the first time I did this, I just used a deep well socket and was able to get them, but the swivel does make it easier, as you'll see in just a minute. And then on this side, there is a little wire connection. You can just lift this up off of the bolts. On this side, there's going to be 2 spaces where you're going to want to lift that up. It's pretty easy. You don't need to undo the clip or anything. You're just going to pull them up off of the bolts. Here I'm going to give you a little closer look at the bolts on that rear passenger side of the engine. It just has a little extended part of the bolt right there that plastic clip slides over back there, just so you guys could see that close up. Now for these last 2 bolts that are all the way at the back of the engine, this is the swivel that I'm going to be using along with that deep well socket. It'll just make life a lot easier getting those back 2 undone. Now I'm just removing that last back corner bolt, and then we can remove the valve cover. So we're just going to lift up on this valve cover and leave it somewhat in place. Just lift it up enough to be able to reach in and get that CCV filter out of there. You don't need to take it completely off of there. You can leave all that stuff hooked up in the back there. Now just remove the CCV filter. Here's just a quick side-by-side comparison of the old one and the new one. You're going to want to use Fleet Guard part number CV5-2001. You can order these on Amazon, which makes it pretty convenient. I've been using this Hot Shot Secret Oil, and I gotta say, I'm pretty pleased with it. I'm gonna be using just a small little dab of this to rub around the rubber O-rings on this new filter. Then you're just gonna put the new filter into place and press it down firmly, and you're good to go. Now you're just going to put all the 8mm bolts back into place, and remember to use the ones with the little stud on the end of the nut in the back where that connection sits over. Now all the valve cover bolts are put in. We're just going to put this cover back on and bolt it down, which is just the 4 8mm bolts. And then I'm going to go inside the truck and show you how to reset the perform service light. That comes on every 67,500 miles. And you just got to put on your oil filler cap and put your dipstick back in, and you're ready to reset the light. Okay, so now we're going to reset the perform service light. So what you're going to want to do is just turn the vehicle on without starting the engine. Let everything do its thing there on startup. Okay, now what you're going to want to do is you're going to press the brake pedal twice and then slowly press the gas pedal all the way down twice within 10 seconds. Then you're going to turn it off, and then you're going to turn it back on again. Start the truck. Now we should have no perform service. Washer fluid low. The notorious washer fluid low. There we go. No more perform service light. Trying to zoom in here. So I'm like right at 135,000 miles. So this comes on every 67,500 miles. So you're going to be doing this at that interval. Thanks for watching.